What if the hero who always saved the universe became the reason it was destroyed? What if Goku lost control? And there was no one left to stop him. It didn't begin with destruction. It began with silence. A strange, unnatural silence that spread across the universe like a shadow. Planets that once thrived with life suddenly felt empty, not destroyed, not attacked. Just quiet, as if something was waiting. Even the gods noticed. On Beerus' planet, the air felt heavier than usual. We stood still, sensing something far beyond normal comprehension. We spoke softly this energy. Beerus frowned. Don't tell me another mortal has reached this level again. But this wasn't like anything before. This wasn't power growing. This was something breaking. Far away on Earth, Goku stood alone in an open field. The wind moved gently around him, but his body remained completely still. His eyes were closed, his breathing slow, controlled. Almost too controlled. At first glance, nothing seemed wrong, but something was. His aura was unstable, not stronger, not weaker, just wrong. Vegeta was the first to notice. Watching from a distance, he muttered, "This isn't normal." Goku had been training non-stop for days, pushing himself beyond limits, beyond reason, beyond anything even Vegeta would attempt, and yet he hadn't stopped. "Hey Kakarot," Vegeta called out. No response. "Don't ignore me." Still nothing. That's when Vegeta felt it. A sudden shift. A crack, not in the ground, not in the air, but in Goku's energy itself. And in the next moment, everything changed. Goku's eyes opened. But they weren't the same. There was no warmth, no excitement, no joy. Only emptiness. And then his aura exploded. Not like a transformation, not like Super Saiyan or Ultra Instinct. This was different. The energy around him wasn't controlled. It wasn't refined. It was raw, chaotic, unstable. The ground beneath him shattered instantly. The sky itself seemed to tear apart as waves of energy spread in every direction. Vegeta stepped back. For the first time in a long time, he felt fear. "What have you done?" But Goku didn't answer. Because Goku wasn't there anymore. The first planet to fall wasn't Earth. It was far beyond. A distant world, unknown to most, vanished in an instant. Not destroyed, not exploded, erased, no warning, no battle, just gone. The gods reacted immediately. Beerus stood up. That's impossible. Even he could feel it now. Not just power, but something that didn't belong in the universe at all. Whis said quietly, "This isn't a transformation. This is collapse." Back on Earth, the situation had already escalated. Vegeta charged forward. He didn't hesitate, didn't think, didn't plan, because he knew if he didn't act now, it would be too late. Kakarot. He attacked with everything he had, full power. No restraint, a direct hit. The impact should have shaken the planet. But instead, nothing happened. Goku didn't move, didn't react, didn't even blink. It was as if Vegeta's attack didn't exist. And then Goku looked at him. Just for a moment. And that was enough. Vegeta froze. Not physically, but mentally. Because in those eyes, there was nothing. No rival, no friend, no recognition. Only something cold, something endless. And then Goku moved. Not fast, not dramatic. Just one step forward. But that step alone cracked reality. Vegeta barely managed to react. The next moment, he was gone, not defeated. Not unconscious. Gone. As if he had never been there. And that was the moment the universe understood. This wasn't a battle. This was extinction. The Supreme Kais tried to intervene. They failed. Instantly. The angels stepped in. Even they couldn't stop it, because this wasn't power that could be fought. This was something that ignored rules. Ignored existence itself. Everywhere Goku moved, space collapsed, stars dimmed. Entire galaxies began to fade, not explode. Not burn, fade, as if the universe was being erased from the inside. Back on Beerus' planet, the situation became critical. "This has gone too far," Beerus growled. Even a god of destruction was uneasy. Whis opened his eyes slowly. There's only one option left. Beerus didn't like what he was about to hear. But he already knew, Zeno. Calling the Omni King was not a decision made lightly. Because Zeno didn't fix problems. He erased them. And this time, that might include everything. Moments later, Zeno appeared. calm, childlike, unaware. "What's happening?" he asked, bowed slightly. "There is a being destroying the universe." Zeno tilted his head. "Destroying?" Beerus stepped forward. "It's Goku." For the first time, Zeno's expression changed. "Goku." He looked out into the void and he saw it. Planets disappearing, stars fading, reality breaking. And at the center of it all, Goku, but not the Goku he knew. Something else. Something wrong. "Stop him," Zeno said. But even as he spoke, it was already too late. Goku's presence expanded. Faster, wider, uncontrollable. It wasn't just affecting one universe anymore. It was spreading. Universe 7 was collapsing. Universe 6 began to flicker. Even timelines started to distort. This wasn't destruction. This was the end of everything. And then, for the first time, Zeno raised his hand. The power to erase anything, anyone, anywhere, even Goku, the ultimate reset. But as that power activated, something unexpected happened. Goku stopped, completely. The energy around him froze. The collapsing universe paused. Time itself seemed to hesitate. And for a brief moment, Goku's eyes changed. Just slightly, just enough, a flicker, a memory. A voice, faint, distant. Goku. It wasn't loud, it wasn't powerful, but it was there. And somehow it reached him. Images flashed, friends, battles, laughter, Earth, Vegeta, Krillin, Gohan. All of it, fading, breaking, disappearing, because of him. And in that moment, something inside Goku moved, not fully, not completely, but enough. His hand trembled, his energy flickered, and for the first time since everything began, Goku hesitated. Zeno watched, curious, waiting, because even he didn't fully understand what was happening. And then Goku spoke, not loudly, not clearly, but it was him. Stopped just one word, but it changed everything. The collapsing energy slowed, the destruction weakened. The universe tried to stabilize, but it was too late. Too much damage had already been done. Goku dropped to one knee, his body shaking, his aura breaking apart. But the chaos inside him was still there, still growing, still uncontrollable. He looked up at Zeno, at the universe, at everything he had destroyed. And for the first time, he understood. Not as a warrior or a fighter, but as someone who had lost everything. "I can't control it." Zeno didn't respond. Because there was only one choice left. Either Goku survives or everything else does. There was no third option. Goku closed his eyes. And in that moment, he made the only decision he could. Not as the strongest, but as a protector. "Do it." Zeno raised his hand. And this time, he didn't hesitate. A light filled the void, brighter than anything, stronger than everything. And in a single moment, it was over. The energy vanished. The destruction stopped. The universe reset. But Goku was gone. No body, no trace, no memory, as if he had never existed. And yet somewhere deep within the silence, a feeling remained, not of fear, not of destruction, but of sacrifice. Because in the end, Goku didn't destroy the universe. He saved it by becoming the one thing that had to be erased.